On this week's show, vice presidential election results, profile of spring dance concert performer Matt Kim, and Tiffany Thomas reports from the Kirby Music Festival. Lawrenceville's 10-minute newscast begins right now. From the studios inside the Lawrenceville School's historic Pop Hall, this is L10 with Aiden Duffy. Hello and welcome to this week's show. On Thursday, vice president candidates gave speeches and answered questions during a vice presidential forum. Following an all-school vote yesterday at lunch, the results are as follows. Eric Chang has been selected Vice President of Academics, Nicole Lim for Vice President of Honor and Discipline, and Victoria Cruz for Vice President of Social Life. The selection of the remaining student council representatives will occur later in May. On Monday, Bernard Hakel, renowned specialist on Saudi Arabia and Princeton professor of Near Eastern Studies, addressed the Lawrenceville community in the ongoing Capstone Lecture Series. Hakel spoke about the complicated social hierarchies within Saudi Arabia and the lucrative but volatile nature of its oil-based economy. 4 members of the Lawrenceville Geography Club participated in the U.S. Geography Olympiad National Finals last Friday in Arlington, Virginia. 4th former Hiroki Nagao, 3rd former Hunter Mellon, 4th former Sean Olstein, and 4th former Eddie Zhu placed 6th, 63rd, 79th, and 87th, respectively. Nagao will represent Lawrenceville at the first International Geography Bee World Championships, to be held in Berlin, Germany in July 2018. 5th formers Panos Vandris and Max Ramsey Burrow were selected as semi-finalists for the Presidential Scholars Program. The program recognizes some of the nation's most exceptional high school seniors in several different fields of focus. Finalists will receive an all-expenses-paid trip to the White House for a medal ceremony in June. 3rd former Kat Tuckshire won the U.S. Tennis Association Girls 16's National Sportsmanship Award, which honors players who demonstrate exceptional conduct and character on and off the court. Tushare is a member of the girls' varsity tennis team and plays competitively in local and state tournaments. Catherine McGregor, Lawrenceville class of 2000, has been appointed Deputy Assistant Secretary for Land and Mineral Management of the U.S. Department of the Interior. McGregor will be responsible for advising the Secretary and Assistant Secretary of Energy Development and Public Land Use. During her time at Lawrenceville, McGregor was a member of the Big Red Field hockey team and girls ice hockey teams. Dancers and choreographers for the Spring Dance Concert have been hard at work for the last several months in preparation for their upcoming show. This week, we had a chance to interview one of the dancers in the program, 5th former Matt Kim.
Hi, my name is Matt Kim. I'm an STC choreographer and captain of the crew from last year. I started dancing my freshman year. I just thought it was something that looked cool and something that I wanted to try, so I joined our school's hip-hop, b-boying dance crew, L crew. I think my favorite part about dance is kind of the feeling that I get when I'm dancing, where it feels like I'm kind of like in control, both physically and mentally, just because there's like a lot of self-discipline involved in dance. But also like, you know, the feeling of being comfortable in your own skin, like being who you are. I guess one of the hardest challenges that I've dealt with with dance is just, I guess, motivation. Sometimes when I'm dancing, I'll just look at myself and say, oh, that looks terrible. Like, you're so bad. You're never gonna get like as good as like you want to be. So just, I guess, being able to like work through that, you know, like keep pushing at it and keep going until you know you're where you want to be. I've had to, I guess, kind of lead a couple different dance teams over the years, just in terms of like dance force for Woodhull, Boys Lower, but then also leading L crew for a year. It's hard to, you know, keep other people motivated, especially, but it's also hard to just kind of get people excited and like out of their comfort zone to do like something that maybe they haven't done before. I guess that's something I'm kind of proud of, that I was able to, you know, bring a lot of my friends into dance, people who like have never danced before, and I think a lot of them really benefited from it. When I started, I was really all about like b-boying or breakdancing, I guess. But over the years, I've kind of developed like an appreciation for more like subtle. I guess it's called ISO urban choreography. ISO in terms of isolation because you're isolating different parts of your body to like music. Urban because this style of dance originated from like hip hop, in the 1970s, but it slowly developed into like something where it's not necessarily being danced to hip hop music, but it still represents kind of like the urban culture. What I'm most excited for this year for SCC, it's my last year going up there, so I guess kind of just leaving everything on the dance floor before I go.
This past Saturday, the Kirby House organized the annual Kirby Music Festival in the North Court of the Field House. The event featured over 30 groups and solo performances and an opportunity for houses to sell food and apparel. Our news reporter Tiffany Thomas was at the festival.
Thanks, Aiden. I'm here at the 5th annual Kirby Music Festival. There are over 30 music performances led by students, a lot of houses selling their things, so it's been a really good success. I know you're from Kirby, so what was the planning process like?
A few of us went out shopping, and then we came back, and from 4 till now, it was all hands on deck, decorating the North Court, making everything happen, sound checks and everything.
I know you're organizing today's event. Were there any challenges you all faced?
Yeah, it was kind of hard with like the weather today, having it in the North Court. We had to change a lot of our plans and like make the decoration different and all that, but it worked out in the end.
What's your favorite part of today's festival?
My favorite part is probably seeing people like perform for the first time and like have them be really excited and seeing everyone support them from the audience.
So what's your favorite part of today's event?
Oh, definitely it was Shabazz's performance. It was insane. All the modulations in his voice. I don't know how he does it. It's just ridiculous.
I heard you performed today. How was the experience?
It was great. We had a little kind of like a rap show today with Matt, Lisa, and Dave, and we had like same apparels together. It's called 9x9. It's a nonprofit clothing line for child labor awareness charities. Yeah, it was really fun too.
How do you think the event is going so far? What's your favorite part?
I think the favorite part is that like a lot of different people just come around and like all the Lawrenceville community just come to watch a lot of different performances. So I think that's really important, and that's very special.
Thank you, Tiffany. That is our show for Saturday, April 29th. We end the broadcast this week with some highlights from the Spring Choral Concert. From all of us here at L10, thank you for watching and have a great weekend.